Hey, what's up guys, Lux here bringing you a new video, and today we are going to be taking a look at images of new LEGO Minecraft 2023 sets. Now these are actually really exciting and pretty good wave, all things considered. They changed a lot of things up. We're getting a whole lot of new figures and yeah, they continue a lot of existing ideas, but like in the best way possible. So honestly, a lot to take a look at here, a lot to discuss, and I'm excited to get into it. So first off, we're going to start off with the smallest set of the wave, this being set 21240. The Swamp Adventure. I'm used to saying 211 then a number, but now we've reached the 12 mark here. Just a little side thing I noticed. Anyways, the Swamp Adventure here, this looks like your typical $10 set, but with LEGO inflation, I don't know, we haven't gotten the official prices yet. This could be a $15 set, so we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe we'll get an update soon enough. But anyways, here you get a slime. Of course, that makes sense, right? You get a little bit of a swamp layout. And you also get the new frog figure here. Now these guys obviously new to Minecraft. See, added in one of the most recent updates and a very favored mob amongst the community and myself, honestly. So that's very exciting to get one here. LEGO in the past has been like pretty lazy or pretty behind when it comes to getting new figures of new mobs from recent updates. Now they're pretty much on top of it. So that's pretty good to see. Something else to point out also is, as you can see, the box art is very different. They go for a much more basic, cleaner style for the art, the background art, and I think it works well with the LEGO build here. It's much more simplistic compared to, you know, the typical background. You don't get as much detail like the grass blocks and stuff, and they usually just use a stock image of an existing Minecraft location or someplace you can find in game, which obviously isn't bad, but it sometimes feel off when the background is like super detailed. But obviously the build is much more simplistic. Given that it's a simplistic game, simplistic builds, I think this works out very well. Also the overall theme of like the light green, you know, blocky edges too, I think it came out pretty well. I'm liking this new art. I was like iffy at first, but it's starting to grow on me. Of course, you get an Alex and a zombie here. You can't expect super good minifigures in like a $10 set, but the mobs they are included, I love that they are continuing to add like desirable mobs in the smaller sets. So yeah, you get a zombie here as well. Nice army builder. But yeah, we're getting the slimes more and more frequently, just praying for the day we get the giant slime again. Anyways, moving on. Next up here, we have set 21241, the Bee Cottage. Obviously, we've gotten bees in the past, and we're continuing to get them here. They were very good when they first got introduced, and they're keeping the same build, obviously. You can't get much better than this without oversizing the bees, even though they're oversized in game, but that's besides the point. Anyways, you get 4 bees here, 1 angry bee, what appears to be 3 normal bees. You get a baby zombie, which we haven't seen since, what, the zombie cave set? And you get a new minifigure here. It looks like some sort of bear suit. Stains on them as well. You get some honeycomb, and as you see there in the background, also a honey jar or bottle there. Not sure what the red flame is supposed to. Oh, it's a candle. Yeah, I forgot they added those. You got a candle there as well. Also a new item, a new build for it, obviously. And you know, let's just point out the big thing in the back, the giant bee, what appears to be like some sort of house storage. Obviously the design of it very good. You can remove the top of the bee build to like access the inside. Again, it's just there to hold some of the stuff we already took a look at. Not too much room. It is a relatively smaller build compared to other buildings we got in Minecraft, but if we take a look at the play features here, they have a little bit of like a carousel there for the bees. You put them on there, it looks like they're flying around a birch tree. Not bad at all. But again, yeah, we don't have prices for this yet. It does have 250 pieces, so I mean, I would say $25, right? That would make sense, but with the recent LEGO inflation, I can see this being $35 easily. Hoping that's not the case, but I guess we'll see when the prices come out for these. Anyways, moving on, we have set 21242. This is the End Arena. Now we're getting our end set. This is pretty similar to the End Dragon set, the one we got a little bit ago with the figure you can redeem in game, the Dragon Slayer, but it's also different in some ways. If you just take a look at the build as a whole, you can see the similarities, but obviously the theming here at the Dragon Arena, you got a little bit of a build. Not obviously meant to represent the Rio and the Dragon, just a recreation of it. Spitting fire, got a little bit of a lava arena pit there. Revisiting a certain idea that we haven't gotten since 2018 with the Skull Arena set. We have this End Arena, pretty similar, has a nice symmetrical layout from the looks of it. We also get our first Shulker box here, which is awesome. We get an Enderman, which are always good to get, and I haven't even mentioned the new skin minifigures there. Very awesome. It has a custom shield there with a banner on it. I love the design on it. Whole lot of enchanted gear going around. with a netherite sword as well. So yeah, pretty awesome to see here, to say the least. 252 pieces. Again, I want to say 25 bucks. Knowing Lego, knowing their price hike, it'll probably end up being a $35 minimum set. But again, we're just guessing prices here. Don't take my word as, you know, fact. Next up here, we have set 212.43. The Frozen Peaks. We got Frozen Peaks in the past with an enchantment table. Taking a look at this here, obviously leading into the new update with the improved mounds. You get a goat here to obviously help represent that, right? You also get something we haven't gotten in a while, this being the Stray skeleton here. It doesn't actually come with the cloth that the original Stray came with in the Igloo set, which is a little disappointing. However, seeing this figure again is always welcome. Maybe they'll include the cloth there as a separate piece. We never know, but as far as we know, it only has the golden chest plate. If we actually take a closer look at the set, you can actually see that it's neighboring a taiga biome. Along with that, you can see it has a little bit of a hidden cave there. I don't know how hidden it's meant to be, but you can see some stalagmite and tights possibly there as well. At the entrance of the cave on the side, it actually has a little bit of a play feature. Of course, you see TNT, and of course, that means you're gonna blow up a side of the wall there. We also got a creeper there to, you know, also represent that if you wanted to. You get the new Minecraft chest there, the square chest that they introduced. Love that they did that, by the way. And you get a little bit of a yellow bed. Obviously some mushrooms laying around. You get an emerald block in the top of the mound, and I think the most obvious thing here, you get a Steve with what appears to be emerald armor. I don't know what else it's meant to be. Green armor doesn't exist yet. I could just say, hey, it's just green dyed leather armor, but if we're trying to keep the continuity, sure, it's green leather armor. But they include an emerald here. I think we know what they're implying, and no, I don't think it's a sneak peek of what's to come in Minecraft later in the future. Who knows, but I think the designer just wanted to have some fun here. But again, it works both ways. If you want to pass it on as emerald armor, it's emerald armor. If you want to say it's green dyed leather armor, it's green dyed leather armor. Not to mention, Steve is also holding a snow bucket there. Again, new with this update, so very nice to see here. At face value, it doesn't look like it's that good, honestly. But, you know, you take a look at the small details, you see what's included. A lot of small, fun little stuff, for sure. Anyways, that's been these Frozen Peaks. Moving on. Next up here, we have the Sword Outpost set 212.44. You get a lot included in here. This set comes with 427 pieces, so probably definitely on the more expensive side. Then you look here, obviously it comes with a little bit of a play feature. The tower gets flamed by the creeper from the looks of it. As you can see there in the photos they provide. The diamond sword build is stabbed in the mountain there from the looks of it. You got a little bit of a defensive mechanism with the pistons shooting out arrows at the skeletons in front. Obviously you can see there. We'll take a closer look at that in a second. You get two new skin minifigures here. Very awesome to see here. You get an enchanted trident, which I'm not sure if we've seen. We might have actually. I might be forgetting, but if not, that's our first introduction of it. You also get the ally figure here. Look at it. Probably the best way they could have represented it here. I feel like it looks a little chubby because obviously its body is super small, but again, the best they can do. The wings appear to be that hard plastic like design there instead of, you know, its own separate big piece. You got a little bit of a waterfall leading to a water source and some gold on the side. You get a pig included as well, and we also get something new here, this being the jukebox, something we haven't seen in Minecraft, as well as a music disc. We're finally getting music disc, and looking at it now, man, it's so easy to make these. They should have been doing this whole time, but happy to finally be getting it here. This appears to be cat. Is it cat? It has to be cat. That's the most popular disc in the green color, that is. So yeah, you get a cookie there as well. As you can see in this image, you get some lanterns. Not bad at all. And taking a closer look at the pistons here shooting out the arrows, obviously another low play feature there as well. My guess 50 bucks if we're lucky, but again, is this Lego we're talking about. Overall, a really cool set that I'm very excited to take a look at when I get it in hand. Moving on to the next set here, we have set 212.45. This is the Panda Haven set. They've reached maximum potential here. At first I thought this was just gonna be like a giant like panda build, but no, it's actually a house. Again, continuing on that theme of making animal builds that are also either storage areas for farms or just straight up houses. So you get two pandas in here, one adult, one baby panda. Doesn't look like they have the different emotions that you can maybe find in the wild. It would be cool if we got like the brown panda here, the rare ones you can get. That'd be really dope. But obviously we get regular pandas, which not complaining too much here, but we also get the return of the circle cake. Yo, I thought they learned their lesson after that, but we gotta return here. Dark times are brewing. But anyways, you get obviously a little bit of a layout of the bamboo biome. We get a blue torch on the table right there, a flower pot, you know, basic stuff for an environment. We get a skeleton as an enemy figure because of course you need one, and of course the main highlight is this panda house as a whole. By the way, the house can also host some bamboo to eat as well, so you know, something to point out there. This house obviously similar to a dollhouse, but something fun you can do is you can either have the layout of the house, you know, stood up normally in 4 legs, or as the panda house is sitting down like they do in game, have the house still completely look natural in a vertical angle. So that is very cool. Here you also get a little bit of an incubator from the looks of it. I mean, it's holding an egg in its own separate area. So I assume that's what it is. You get a purple bed, you get some bookshelves, you get some more flower pots in there. I mean, what else could you ask for from a whole freaking panda house? So that is another awesome set we're going to take a look at here soon. Obviously when it's released, right? But excited to get my hands on that one too. Still have to get the llama house, but it's on its way. It's on its way, you guys. Don't you worry. The llama village, I mean. But taking a look at the last set of 2023 that has been revealed so far. This is set 21246, the Deep Dark Battle. This set comes with 584 pieces. Knowing Lego, this is going to be way more expensive than it should be. But anyways, taking a look at the set, you get actually the Deep Dark environment, something that I didn't think we were going to be getting this soon. But again, Lego has been on it when it comes to including new Minecraft updates in Lego sets recently. So a whole lot to take a look at here. Obviously, we're in the fortress that you can find underground in the Deep Dark itself. We also get to see a lot of sculpt blocks and just the environment as a whole. That's what all the dark blue blocks are called that are included here. You got the signal block, so you got the Wi-Fi block, all of them. That's what I call them, at least. Obviously, they're not called Wi-Fi blocks, but you get a whole lot of them here. And obviously, the layout of the environment, very nice as well. You get 2 new figures here as well, new skin figures. One decked down in full netherite, one with an enchanted crossbow and an enchanted hoe, something I didn't think we'd ever be getting. And this would be our first hoe in Lego Minecraft. Surprisingly, we haven't gotten a hoe in Lego Minecraft yet. People have been speculating on why we haven't gotten one yet and why it took so long, but we finally got it here, so that's very exciting. Anyways, there's a lot more included in here. We have the tower that breaks apart due to that TNT being located there. We have a skull just located in the ground. We have the new Minecraft chest. We have a ton of candles, a lot of blue flames. It's all setting the stage for obviously the highlight of the set outside of the hoe. This being our first warden figure here, or build to be precise. And honestly, it doesn't look half bad. Trying to keep it close to like minifig scale / playability wise. This is probably the best we could have asked for. And at the very least, it's not some odd and weird color / doesn't look too out of place compared to some other mobs we've been getting. Ravager. Anyways, don't let the build fool you though. It still is pretty sizable. Definitely bigger than the players, but not super overly sized. I think this is a pretty much perfect size. From what I remember, I might have to take a look at the warden in-game again for the 2 seconds that it leaves me alive, of course. They do include some printed pieces here, obviously to get the details of the warden right. You got the face, you got the ribs, stomach area as well. I would have loved to see more like detail on the arms and legs, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's Lego. You can't push them too far, but I am loving what I am seeing so far. For one of the sculpt block that actually summons the warden, you can see it has a printed piece in there. Very nice. Small detail that I missed. Looks like there's another detail on the top of the mountain there, or hill, whatever you want to call it. Looks like you can rotate something around. Don't have too many detailed images on what that does yet, but yeah, this looks like a pretty cool set. A very good representation of what you can find in the Deep Dark. And again, just another banger from Lego Minecraft coming next year. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it for all the sets here. A pretty good wave lined up for us. A lot of new stuff getting introduced to Lego Minecraft. A lot of cool builds, a lot of revisiting ideas that they just always end up putting off. And I'm excited to take a look at all of these here. I didn't even pick a favorite. Visually, probably the sword one. But there's also some other bangers with the panda and the bee set as well. Anyways, tell me what you guys think down below. Stick around if you're excited. We're going to be reviewing these and of course doing my favorite thing. We're creating them in Minecraft as well. Anyways guys, if you enjoy, you know what to do. Consider becoming a member to defeating the addiction, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good, safe rest of your day. Adios.